Okay, how are y'all doing in the dub? Now we're going to talk to my good old Libra. Now Libra, you know I'm down for you. You know I'm in my silly mood, and take me with a grain of salt. This is levity and intended purposes only. Don't make nothing out of this if it's not your story. We can understand some things are not for me and some things are not for you. I get that. But we have to compromise. Either you're open or you're not. Because if you're not open, then you don't need to watch me. Because see, I'll bring out I'll make you start cursing and everything, because I got light and dark. See, some of y'all probably act like, is she's good or she bad? I'm all good, okay? Because I don't have nothing against nobody. But, people need to get off of that. They get into themselves too much. Now, let's talk about it. Now, this is a lazy intent purposes only, Libra, a cross watcher. Now, take this as between now and Monday. Now, what's going on with you? It says, what is going on in your life, the energy you're going to have to deal with between now and Monday? The fear. I realize that I am testing my be able to resolve to live in the energy of love. See, someone is testing themselves that they have to learn to live in the energy of love and don't let the fear come in, because fear can overrule sometimes. Sometimes it's overrated. Fear. It's a gene that was put us in allegedly when we were born, and they don't want to put it. They put it in your shots to give your children allegedly entertain purpose. I'm not a doctor, but anyway, that's where it starts from. So anyway, like somebody's trying to mess with my crown right now. Return it back to center and block it, spirit. Block this person. Got you. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Come through. So Archangel Michael's right here to help me. So here we go. It says, what are your biggest obstacles that you're having to deal now? What's the biggest obstacle that you got going on? Your soul forgiveness. Somebody could be 28, learning your soul, forgiving what you went through in your life journey. Sometimes you have to forgive within ourselves to let go of that and forgive ourselves for going through the journey, because we're going to go through the journey of different times and different things, and you've learned to forgive each life that you came here. You release the need to be right about everything. You're taking it one day and for what it is. You judge it for what it is and let it go. And that's what I don't know, I'm just energetically, but it says what you need to release right now. So what it needs to be released out your life this weekend or between now and Monday, or whenever you see this, it says speak up. It's time for you to, somebody could be 33, you need to learn to open your mouth. Okay, the biggest thing is what keeps people trapped in things. They're scared to speak. They live in fear. They operate it, and they won't let what's coming out to get their own blessings. They're too busy on being told what they can't do, and they're listening to that. Get out of that. Your soul has been learned to forgive, and so you can move on to the next lesson. So you don't get stuck in that one salient lesson that you learn over and over until ding, it done conquered you. Look at me. I spent too much time dwelling on this shit, and I could have been doing better things. That's life, but time isn't up in the spiritual realm. It doesn't exist anyway. It says, what support do you need right now? So what support do you need in your life? Okay, you need the support of cosmic support, your power. Somebody could have it to win their birthday. You need to get in your cosmic power. So you need the support of where you came from, basically, baby. Your cosmic power within, and know your worth. Somebody 14th, and realize you're worthy and know what your worth is. It's time for you to know your worth. If your worth is just 2 packs of coos and 2 bad stories and a lot of exes and a lot of things to give up, if that's your story, then hey, that's you. But you got to get back in that power of no more will I be conquered by my fears, my anxiety, just not knowing that I'm worthy of what I deserve. I'm going to walk through that door and I'm going to make it. Now the next step is you got to get through betrayal. 20. You got to, somebody could be 20 or just on the 20. You got to get through the betrayal. You got to see it from a different perspective. Yes, you felt deceived. Yes, you felt like a fool. Yes, you feel like you betrayed and you thought she was doing something. But really, you only delayed your own self. Because what was reflected to me is going back to you. So either way it go, we're just defeating. We're learning the same stupid lesson over and over again. In other words, learn your wealth and keep going forward. Stop living in these ruts and stop thinking that everything is about I don't have to face it. You're going to face that pain, and you can band-aid it all you want, but it's time to get off them band-aids, okay? Because you're running real low right now, okay? You can't always have band-aids. And here's some names they're talking about. They said they're finna get it. These people are going to get a tower. Something about a tower is coming for some people. And so these names, you can go back and look at it later. I don't know, but there's a tower coming for, see, tower time. There's a tower coming for these people because the betrayal, and now the tower is fin to strike. It says, I miss our little tea talks. And somebody says, my mom and dad is not my real parents. They're fake. Yes, they're not your real parents. Somebody may lived on pen, but they're not your real parents, okay? It says nightlife, gambling, taking risks in Vegas. Somebody took a risk in the past, at Vegas, and this Gemini from the past. There's a Gemini took a risk, a real risk from the past. There was a Gemini, took a risk. And it says your intuition sent chills down their spine. Something you knew sent chills down somebody's spine. They do. Your intuition is off. Somebody named Kelly, they said your intuition is on point, man. Okay? When it comes to something, it's on it. Someone was trying to put binding spells and stuff on you, and it went back to center. It's not going to work. So somebody was doing spell work too, man. They were trying to do everything. Car accident. That's why that spell work. See, they even with the car accident or something about a car accident might happen to Tupac's clone. Something about Tupac's clone. What's going on with Tupac's clone? And Flora. What's going on with Flora and Tupac's clone? What's going on? Something about old Mexico. This is alleged intent purposes only. It says the government is going down for insurance fraud on chosen ones, earth, angels, star seeds. They're going down for something they did on some people, allegedly. I don't know what that is, allegedly. So they are experiencing, how could you say, Most High said there's a tower coming, allegedly. So you get your heads up, government. There's a tower. I call justice and judgment on all this, that's going on, that they're not running to tell. It says, be yourself and win it all. Very soon you will. Just be yourself. Don't calculate what nobody wants you to be. Be who you are. See, sometimes you got to be who you are. Libra, cross-watching. You can't change because somebody else decides they want you to change. You change for yourself, okay? And then you're going to learn this lesson. Make waves. Make waves. They said your boss may call you on your day off. Somebody's going to call you in. Something about a Leo. Get called in on the day off. So if you don't want to answer, there's a baby coming soon too, Leo. Reflection. I know I am capable of so much more than I think. That's what this Leo is realizing. Now they know they made a wrong turn on the situation, because your husband and your wife's greatest honor of life was the greatest honor that I ever had. I just didn't want to face truth about it. They didn't want to face the truth. Somebody basically was lying to themselves. I heard they lied big time. And they would have some obsessions. I have some obsessions on you, baby. Somebody was... It says the show has to keep going. Just period. Remember, not going to let them hurt me no more. Somebody says, no more would I let them hurt me. No more this hurt. I know I'm in gratitude, but I'ma see you on the other side. And I love you till the ground today.